Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday, it's the 14th of September, and we have got some new mods. We have got 3 updates today. The map Nova Estancia by Namog mod has been updated. It doesn't say whether or not it needs a new save game. The Massey Ferguson 5700S 6700S 2020 series by KRKZ Modding, and the Selectable Bale Capacity Pack by GH66 Mods. That one, the update, is liftable bales have now been included. So as you go through the balers, if you want the one that does liftable bales, it says liftable bales on it. So those 3 have had updates. In front of me we've got the New Holland Superflex and Case IH Terraflex pack by Agro Tonho. When I say in front of me we've got the pack, we've got a representative header from that pack. 20.85 megabytes download. We've got a 6 meter header, a 9 meter header and a 10.4 meter header. As you can see, the end sections, end boards do open, so you can get to the gubbins to have a look and see what's going on if you need to do some repair work. It does say, one of the animations on this, it says, where are we? There are animations of the nozzles following the terrain and opening the side covers. Now, if we go into our headers, there are 3 headers, but then 2 configurations on each. It's 8 slots, 9 slots, 9 slots, and then the slot count comes down once you've bought them. 34 grand, 51 grand, 59 grand. So the option is you've got the New Holland variant, Superflex, or you can have the Case IH Terraflex version on each one. That is pretty much all there is to it actually on each of those. But what we'll do, because I want to see these nozzles doing their thing. Actually I want to see, I'm assuming it's the end snoots, because these aren't corn headers, they're regular headers. Now we have got the option to raise and lower and bring in or out the reel. We go to R1 on the PlayStation controller. You can go up and down, opens that end board, cover, side to side, does that one. Start up. There you go, so it's going on the ground, you've got a bit of movement on the end cone, snoot, however you want to refer to it. And there you go. That's it, realistically. The New Holland Superflex and Case IH Terraflex pack by Agro Tonho. Nicely made, nice animation, nice options. Very cool. Moving on. We've got this, the Lizard Logistics Center. This is by Modhub Brasil. 0.66 megabytes download, 6 slots on console, 150 grand to buy. You find it under build mode and tools. Just there. So it's designed with the ramps and sections for back-in trailers up, whether they be flatbeds, low loaders, or whatever they might be, whatever trailers you've got. You've also got a ramp section on the back here, so if your trailer is a little bit low, you can back it up so it can be accessed from the back. Curtain siders, all that kind of stuff. You can stick your pallets of various, this doesn't come with it, I put this on here, but you can put all your various different items, bales, whatever you want around on the outsides of it. You can load from the outside, the inside, yeah. The choice is yours. I can't find a light switch. Again, that's nothing unusual. It's not to say there isn't one, but I haven't found one. So I'm assuming the lighting is automatic. If I back that trailer up now, you'll see the... It should bring it up to the correct level. There we go. So see, as you get to the back there, be a small lip to go onto the back of there, but with whatever you're working with. So yeah, very handy bit of kit. I mean, it's fairly pricey, but I guess it depends how you play the game. If you're putting money in yourself, you can place it before you start your Let's Play, whatever you want to do. That's entirely up to you. The Lizard Logistics Center by Modhub Brasil. Next, we've got Potato Production. This is by Jason, aka J-Rock, 6.37 megabytes download, 16 slots on console, 50 grand to buy. You know what I've forgotten to do? I'll show in a second. You'll find it under Productions. If you're going to build mode, Productions, and scroll across, right on the very end there, 50 grand. We can do chips and fries, potato chips and fries from this. There is also, I forgot to put down under here, Selling Point Production. So this goes with this. You can sell anything at this one. Yeah, it does cater everything, but it also caters for the two new pallet types, I guess, that come with this. £5 grand, 2 slots. Let's just try and find a bit where it's. There we go. I mean, it's pretty obvious where you need to put stuff, isn't it? Now, shouldn't have to worry. You'll see that, no problem. But obviously, there are other sell points that will likely take things from there. Actually, that's a good point. Let me just check that as well. If we go back to our sell points, because I've got other ones installed. Usually everything's pretty good. Let's stick one of those in. Go to our menu, scroll up and see if there's other places that will take the products. Let's scroll down till we get to them. Potato chips and potato fries, yeah. So as well as the sell point that comes with this, the Sell Everything container pack does it. That's Schultz modding. There'll be other sell points as well that will, but they will go to their prices. For potato chips, it's stronger than the price for potato fries. So once placed, you're putting in point for your 3 items that you need. Potatoes, canola oil and water is done across the front section here. Our management point is just there. I've got them both turned on at the moment. They both run 600 cycles per month. The recipe for potato chips, 30 potato, 20 canola oil, 20 water gives you 40 potato chips out, and then fries is 30 and 20 with potatoes and water with 40 out. It takes 1 million litres of potatoes and it takes 100,000 litres of canola oil and water. As you can see, I've used some already. Right, pallets appear around the side here, and this is what they look like. So that's your extra crispy fries, or chips if from the UK, but obviously then you've got chips which are crisps from the UK. And there's your Mighty Foods special potato chips pallets. These are both 1,000 litre, 360 kilos. I haven't tried it with liftable pallets mod, but there's various different things you can use for lifting the pallets up anyway. Nicely detailed around the back as well. So it feels like a full-blown production facility. Very nice. I don't know if it's lighting actually. There is, I think it's automatic on this one as well. Again, I couldn't see a light switch anywhere. So we go. That's the Potato Productions by Jason, aka J-Rock. Next, we have this, or these, depending on how you look at it. This is the Flexicoil ST820 Multifunction. This by Hispano. It's 22.35 megabytes download, 21 slots on console. It's 24 meters wide, requires 500 horsepower to run it. Unlike the standard Flexicoil, which is just a cultivator, this one has got the option of cultivation, but also of subsoiling. So this is a 24 meter plough as well if you want to do that. It also gives you the ability to create fields. Now it does say, although the option to always create fields appears in the HUD, it only works with the subsoiler. So this one I've gone with the cultivator. As you can see, you've got the sort of duckfoot coulters on there. We do have the option on this to have rollers on the back or spring tines on the back. There's a few different options, as you can see, colour choice as well. This will say allow create fields, but because it's the cultivating version, it shouldn't let me. I will try it. And then we've got the subsoiling version over there. So this you'll find under cultivators, 197 grand for the base model. So on the back, we've got springy, so we've got spring tines on the back, or you can have rollers. Rollers adds another 2 grand on. So tool type, you've got cultivator, or you've got subsoiler. That changes the coulters to just subsoiling shanks and a Bigfoot. Then we've got main colour choice, anything on this palette. Design colour, that does the ends of the shanks or the coulters. Let's go with orange so you can see them. So that changes. If I go for cultivator, you'll see it does on either of them. And then we've got a choice of rim colour. So you've got the chrome, and then it's a silver, and then you've got all the rest of your colours across. There's some more metallics down the bottom here. Like so. So let's give it a go. I've already left the other one unfolded. We'll look at the unfold animation on this one. It's exactly the same on the other one. I think I've got rollers on this one, and yeah, definitely spring tines on that one. If I go L1, you can see it says allow create fields. Oh, we'll give it a go. It's not supposed to. So this should cultivate. There you go, shallow cultivator. 24 metres, which is what the Flexicoil is designed to do anyway. If I wonder, let's find a section just over here. Whoa, it's the only downside, I've said this before, with these tractors, unless you get the right set of wheels, tyres on these, they go all over the place. This isn't the cultivator causing this, the tractor's a nightmare for doing this. I wouldn't necessarily pair it up with this one, if I'm honest. So let's try it with the cultivator. It shouldn't work. Allow create fields. No. Brilliant, which is how it's supposed to be. Right, so that's the cultivating version. Nice animation on the unfold and the rollers and shallow cultivating. So then the subsoiling version. Now I haven't tried with this to do fast farming or anything like that. There are various different ways of going about achieving fast farming. I haven't tried, but I'm not saying it will work. I'm not saying it won't. I just haven't tried it. So the fold and unfold, we've already seen another one. Drop this down. There we go. So we are subsoiling. So we're getting a ploughed state with a cultivated look. So if you're looking to do, if you've got to do a ploughing contract, now I'm going to try this. Double click and then go. No. So it won't do it that way, but potentially, it's not going backwards, is it? That's interesting, it's now stopped, because that's got more than 500 horsepower, and it worked a minute ago, so why is it now not doing it? Oh, I think I just had the wheels, because I went backwards a little bit, the wheels had turned, it wasn't liking it. Something to be aware of. Yeah, there's various different drawbars and things you can try that might work on the back of sometimes the TLX Phoenix and those kind of things. Fast farming sometimes works. So if I now allow create fields, 24 meters, there we go. As you can see, because it's subsoiling, big stones. But that's pretty cool. So the option to cultivate or subsoil, spring tines or rollers, create fields or not. Nice. The Flexicoil ST820 Multifunction by Hispano. What is wrong with me today? Moving on to the last of the mods for today, and it's this, the Skid Steer Loader 711 Pack by Blacksheep Modding makes a welcome return. I love these. And again, I know I say this every time when stuff comes out, when it gets ported over, when stuff came from 17 to 19, now 19 to 22, it just feels better, it looks better, it looks crisper, neater, it seems to operate better, more precise. I've had to go with the pallet forks, moving a couple of bits around, and it just works. We've got some other options on this. I'm trying to think, I don't think the previous version had. We do have a rear weight, but we have the rear weight compatible, so you can actually add more weight on. So depending on what you've got over the front end, you can balance it on the back end. I'm sure the previous version only came with a weight like that. So we have got some improvements to this as well, which is rather nice. You'll find the main vehicle under skid steer loaders. It's only 25 grand, nice and cheap. Slot count will come down from 7 to 1. The pack is 9.43 megabytes to download, and it comes with some equipment with it as well. So you can have it standard like that. So on the front, you've got skid steer loader option or front loader. I'm pretty sure I only came with skid steer before. I could be misremembering, but which means you can then add any front loader attachments onto this as well as skid steer loader attachments, which is pretty cool. So that sort of comes as a standard option. We've then got Trelleborg, Mitas, Nokian, Vredestein, and Back. Now, all of them, apart from Trelleborg, just have their own option. So just those, and Back. On the Trelleborg, we've got standard, we've got tracks, TH400s, back to standard again. Then design, we've got standard, sunshade, forestry. Now I will say, I'll show the forestry one in a minute. The visibility is still very good. Sometimes I find with forestry, with the grids and stuff, you can't see very well. It's still very good. And then we've got main color option. Anything on that palette, those palette, nice and minty. And then under the rim color, same sort of thing. Mix and match to your heart's content. License plate option on the rear if you want to have a license plate on there as well. Now, if we come out of there and we go to our tools and we go to skid steer loaders, scroll across, we've got a bale spear, that's 2 slots. We have got pallet forks, 2 slots. Universal bucket, 1,200 litre, 1 slot. Universal bucket, 2,000 litre, also 1 slot. And then we've got the rear weight, that is 2 slots. It comes like that, 1,000 kilo. You can have 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, or back down again. Same thing with that main colour option, which is the same with all of them. You've got main colour option to mix and match, mix or match with whatever you go for. There's no other options within those. So I kind of grabbed a selection. So the forks, they do move in and out. Let's hop in that. Start it up. Beacon. Horn. Lights. So the bale forks, that's bale forks. The pallet forks. Going out. This always did have, and I think as well on this version, has really good reach on it. Coupled with the rear weight, which I haven't got on this one, but coupled with the rear weight if you've got one. It's pretty good. Only goes at 11 miles an hour, but in honesty, that's too much. Most of the skid steer loaders are pretty slow. Visibility with an open cab is amazing. I think what I will do is whiz over. I've got a trailer that we can check the trailer. There's no reason why the trailer hitch wouldn't work, but so that's what our first person looks like. About that one. Now I've gone for this one with the front loader attachment, which means you can attach things like that, the big bag handler, if you wanted to. Rear weight I've got separate. We'll hook that up. So it does give you a lot more scope with all the various different options you've got for front loaders. I know there are a few different adapters available in the Modhub as well. First person, like I say, visibility is pretty good anyway, but even with the cover on, visibility is pretty good. Like it. And then we've got this one with the much larger weight, so if you're going to go for something heavier. As you can see, that almost tipped, but we're all good. 2,000 litre bucket on there. But again, if you go for the front loader option, there are larger size buckets under front loaders, so if you want to put a bigger bucket on, you can. This one's got the forestry frame, and even with the forestry frame, visibility is still good. I like it. Actually, I might as well drive this one now. I'm all the way out here. So we'll just whiz over, we'll check on that. And while I'm driving over, the map Thornton 22 revamp by Steve's Mods has been released today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get onto the map tour for that until tomorrow morning. And then judging by how YouTube has been lately, it may not post until lunchtime-ish. I'll see how I go. I'll do my best to get it out to you as soon as I can. So let's just double check that. We'll drop the weight off and we'll see if it will hook up. It should do. It's got a pin hitch attachment on the back. We've got a pin hitch trailer just sitting over here. So let's just try it. Just being thorough. There we go. Lovely job. Does make skid steer loaders a lot more usable when they have a trailer attacher as well. So there we go. That's the Massey Ferguson skid steer loader 711 pack by Blacksheep Modding, and I think that's it. Yeah, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.